Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is the 6th in the series of 8 Harry Potter movies that are going to come out, and JD and myself just saw it tonight.
It has to do this.
Fight back, you coward! Fight back!
Just for the record, we have to say JD is a big fan of the books. He's read all the books in the series more than once, right?
Yeah,
I
read Half-Blood Prince last week.
And I've never read any of them. I've only experienced them as films. And my favorite one was number 3, The Prisoner of Azkaban. And since then, it's kind of gone a little downhill for me. And we've had some pretty intense arguments over the last 2. So it's no surprise to you probably that I thought this was a pretty awful film. Honestly, it was really clinical. It established these plot lines that I saw coming in the first 10 minutes of the film, and it just seemed like they dragged them out for 2 hours. This romance, there's 2 romances that don't really happen, and you can tell they're gonna go, you know, they're gonna be the main thing for most of the movie. And then the new professor, Slughorn, played by Jim Broadbent, who's really great in the movie actually, if there's one good performance. And then he's got a secret that he's holding back, and we know what the secret is right from the beginning. I mean, we don't know exactly how it's, you know, going to be significant, but we know there's something going on, and it's just a matter of playing it out. I thought this film was really boring, and even at the end when it was supposed to be a punch, no punch for me.
Yeah, as unsatisfying I think as the film was for you, it's going to be even more unsatisfying for fans of the book.
I know what you did, Malfoy. You hexed her, didn't you?
There's all these things about the storyline in terms of little nuggets you need for the next movie that don't come in here. You've got the scene where they go to the cave to get the thing and there's all those bodies, but they don't explain what they are. And then there's huge scenes in the film which are meant to really raise up the intensity of the film and provide that big action moment that don't exist in the book and then don't end up serving any purpose in the film really other than just simply to sort of pick up the pace. There's really no new villains this time except for the Fenrir Greyback character who's a werewolf, but they don't tell you that, which is irritating. So all you get is a wanted poster and then a scary guy with bad makeup, right? They played up the whole Draco Malfoy thing, which was cool, and it was implied in the book but wasn't actually in the book. But then there's all this other stuff that was in the book that wasn't there and was given more time to things that they invented for the film and just didn't add anything significantly to the film, as it were. Stop assuming you know better how to tell the Harry Potter story than J.K. Rowling did, because she did a damn fine job. That's why they sold a kabillion copies, right? Why do you need somebody to come along and that up? That's stupid. That's just, somebody needs to be sat down and popped over the face for that. That's just bad.
But I think that people are going to come out and they're just going to be happy. Like, there was a girl I spoke to outside of the theater and she's like, yeah, I liked it, you know, I mean, it was a big movie, you know, a lot of stuff happened. It was really cool to see it on the screen. It's not enough. Demand more of your movies. It's not enough just to have the stuff in the book also happen on the screen if they don't produce anything, if there's not an emotional reaction.
Well, it certainly felt underwhelming for me. I think, really honestly, I think this is the first time there's a huge misstep in terms of not only an adaptation, but in terms of filmmaking. I think Alfonso Cuarón did the best job thus far with the 3. I think
we both agree on
Prisoner
that.
of Azkaban remains the best book until I think Deathly Hallows, which is the next film, or the next book that they're going to turn into 2 movies. So I think it's going to be a pretty sad day for a lot of Harry Potter fans. I know it was for this particular Harry Potter fan. I'm a fan of the books and of the films, and they're not the same thing, but this time out they really missed a lot of steps. So for me, as much as it pains me, this is a minor rock fist down for the first time for a film in the Harry Potter series.
Wow, that's significant. This is 3 in a row for me that have disappointed me. I'm going to give it a rock fist way down because I actually thought it was worse than the last 2, who had some things going for them. I really think there's not a lot going on in this film, plot-wise, and then even emotionally, almost nothing, and there should have been a lot more. It's a rock fist way down for me. I hope they bring it up in the next 2, but I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not excited.
I don't have a great deal of confidence.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I thought David Yates did a great job last time, I'm really nervous he's directing the next 2 films.